everybody. This is your boy, your girl, and your other girl coming at you with the Q&A, the questions I got y'all to ask us. And we're going to answer them. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see us because of that light right there. But
Let me turn this on.
that probably helps.
The better?
Probably.
Okay.
Okay. First question, Boxy Outdoors asked, what is your passion?
The outdoors?
Is that what your passion is? Don't say it like a question.
Mhm.
My passion is hunting, fishing, trapping, camping, anything outdoors. His second question is fried or baked fish. I would have to say beer batter fried or fish sticks. What would you say?
I'm not big on fish, but I would say fish stick.
Okay, his next question, venison backstrap or favorite fish fillet? Venison backstrap. Okay, if you could go on any hunt, what would it be? Mine would be either an exotic ram hunt in West Virginia or Tennessee or a hawk hunt somewhere.
I'd say. What is?
And one last one. How long have you two been together? Going on 16 years.
Yep.
Okay, now Jimmy Hensley tried to put this one to begin with, and YouTube wouldn't put it through the comments, so he screenshot what he asked. Did or do you coon hunt? We used to coon hunt. We went a few times. Well, we possum hunted. We done more possum hunting than we done coon hunting, didn't we?
Mhm.
It was big around here in the 70s and 80s, but don't hear of it anymore. Don't hear of anyone doing it anymore. They still coon hunt a whole lot around here, Jimmy. That's a big thing around here, coon hunting.
Okay.
And bear hunting with dogs.
Girl.
Okay, now Jimmy has two questions that it actually let him put. First is, what is your PB buck points and weight? I would say, how much you think my 113-inch buck weighed? That 8-quart. I'd say it was 220s, somewhere around there. Second is PB best yellow cart. What's your PB cart? It was what,
19.8?
19.8, and it was a pay lake cart. Curry's in North Carolina. My PB cart was Curry's North Carolina Pay Lake. It was 23. I can't get 23 something. You remember what the something was? I don't remember either. And yes, it was Pay Lake. He asked, was it Pay Lake or Wildwater? My PB Yellow Cart Wildwater probably was, what would you say, 20 pounds? Caught it on a teeny light Bass Pro crappie rod with a worm trout fishing. Okay, and he said, and what's the best thing about living in the mountains? I love the mountains myself, but live in the Piedmont area. Best part about living in the mountains is we're just about on top of the mountain and we ain't got to worry about flooding where we're at.
Or being close to neighbors.
Well, we got plenty of neighbors.
Close.
Computer went to sleep. That's probably my best part about living in the mountains is not having a neighbor right in my yard, and we live on top of the mountain.
And the trees and the top.
Yeah, and the color of the trees in the fall. Leland Fishing commented, "How is the catfishing down there?" I started saying my part of Virginia. Our part of Virginia, the catfishing is non-existent just about it, unless you want to catch dink channel cats. We used to have some big flatheads down here in the river. My PB flathead was 40. You remember 46 or 47 inches? I told you when I was a kid.
47?
Well, it's 47-inch flathead was my PB. Now you don't catch no flatheads in the river whatsoever. But if you go more towards Richmond and Roanoke, you get into the catfish waters. And he or she, I don't know, Leland Fishing might be he or she, I'm not sure of it. We have a lot of bullheads and white cats here. Channel cats are only in a few spots. No blues or flatheads. I hope to see videos of set making and trapline chicks. We used to have a few blues, and we ain't got no blues no more. People's caught and killed them all. And Wet Whiskers said PB carp. Mine was 23 something, and Lisa's was 19.8. What state have you caught carp in? I've caught them in Virginia, North Carolina, Tennessee, West Virginia. I think that's it. It's the only places I've fished. Do you prefer catfishing or carp? Probably carp, because we have more carp than we do catfish where we live. Favorite store-bought catfish bait that you can go to Walmart and buy? That would be either Cajun crawfish tails or chicken liver. The Cajun crawfish tails are awesome, ain't they, honey? They catch bluegills. It's huge and probably well, yeah. No, we don't know if we catch bass. No, did one of your nephews catch bass on it? That's what I was thinking. What breeder did you get Bella from? Because she's so cute. Well, Wet Whiskers, we just bought her off of, I guess you would just say a hauler breeder. Because they wasn't really a big name breeder. And DJ says, Dennis LaFleur, how much do y'all love your brother from another?
Love you, DJ.
Yeah, we love you, DJ.
Love you, April.
Love you too, April. Laugh out loud, when are y'all breeding Bella so I could have a pup for Dad? As quick as we can find somebody that's got a male that's short enough to breed her, DJ.
She's short-legged.
And After Five Outdoors asked, have you ever ice fished before? Do you all have walleyes in your area? Yes, we have walleyes, but they're mostly in the lakes. And you got to pretty much have a boat to fish for them, so we don't really get to fish for them. And as far as ice fishing, we don't really have cold enough weather. Our river may freeze over for a day during the winter, and the ice is only maybe centimeters thick at that. And Will from Miscellaneous Mitch, he told me just call him Will. So Will asked, favorite Star Trek show, favorite Star Trek character, best captain of the Empire. And I'm not even sure if it's Star Trek that I'm thinking of, but I like Chewbacca and the little robot thing. I don't remember the gold shiny robot dude. And Baby Yoda, even though Baby Yoda ain't in none of them. Baby Yoda's a new character. I don't think that's Star Trek though. I think that's.
I've never seen Star Trek or Star Wars.
I don't know which one's which. Okay. Now this in here asks about a dozen, maybe 20 questions. KY Hill Trapper 89 asks, who got you started hunting and trapping? Probably your papa, just like me. Well, my dad and my papa both got me into hunting. Papa got me into fishing. And a good friend of mine, when I was growing up, his dad had a couple of number 2 Victor Squire jaws, the old ones, fox traps. He gave them to me, and then me and Papa started talking about trapping one day when he gave them to me. And Papa showed me how to catch muskrats, and then I pretty much self-taught on everything else. Who got you into hunting and trapping, huh?
You.
How did you and Elle meet? That is probably an interesting story. I picked up a friend that had a friend.
And your cousin.
Well, the cousin's the friend I'm talking about, because I don't consider it family no more. But the friend of the friend was going to do a tattoo on your sister's boyfriend. And that's how we met. Man, that's been a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Any stories you want to tell about your papa? When you dig ginseng, what do you use to dig it with? I use a mattock, but some use sticks, screwdrivers, and etc.
Okay.
Whenever we dig ginseng, I've used a pocket knife because we was bee hunting, and pocket knife was all I had, and I found a 4-prong. I dug it with a pocket knife. But we had a little ginseng hoe that we made out of a leaf spring off of a truck. The head on it's about that wide and about that long, and it's flat. And then we cut a point on one side of it and put a little wooden handle in it. Makes a good walking stick and a digger. And good hunting story about Papa. Him and my Uncle Tony was hunting on a farm that I'd got permission to hunt. And they just had crawled over the barbed wire fence, and I reckon they was, the way they said, they was 25, 30 deer walking through there. And it was rifle season. And Papa shot a, what was it, a 5 or 6 point? It's 5 or 6 point, big buck, big body buck. And it fell dead in its tracks. And my uncle shot a spike, and the scope come back and broke his nose. And he was supposedly a grade A hunter, but I've yet to see the fruits of that labor, counting till he broke his nose and got tore all to pieces over a spike that literally had horns maybe, what honey, maybe a ½ inch long. I don't hardly see how you can even tell it was a buck when he shot it. That was a pretty funny story. I reckon Papa rode him all the way home, nagging him about breaking his nose with a scope. Do you turkey hunt? Well, I'm an opportunist. If I see a turkey while I'm deer hunting, I'm turkey hunting. That's probably the best way to describe my turkey hunting experiences. Every turkey I've ever killed was more or less out of accident. I've never called one actually in.
Oh, a deer with a turkey call.
I called a deer in with a turkey call one time though. And he asked, do you skin squirrels by cutting slit in back, or do you cut through the tail and pull on the back feet? We've done both. And Lisa gags every time she cleans a squirrel. And a grouse, and a dove, and a pigeon. What kind of knife do you use when skinning trapped animals? I'm a big fan of Dexter Russell and Buck and Weeby. Weeby. I think it's called Weeby. What kind of shell, or no, did your tomato plants do any good this year? No. We got, what, 3 tomatoes?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of shells do you use when you squirrel hunt? In the 20 gauge, we usually shoot Remington, 4, 5, or 6 high brass, or Winchester, number 6 low brass, out of a Remington 870 with a full XX turkey choke. When you kill a squirrel, how do you carry them out? I learned my lesson about sticking them in your pocket because I had one come live in my pocket. Learned my lesson real quick about sticking them in the pocket. And I learned my lesson about putting them on squirrel pin, putting them on your belt loop. I had one that was still alive on squirrel pin one year. And then I shot one out of a hickory tree one day and throwed it in the vehicle. And next thing me and Lisa knows, we're driving down the road and the squirrel's trying to climb up in the front seat and eat me up, wasn't it? Well, it's how you up. Okay, it's how you her up. So now I just use a squirrel pin and I put them on my backpack. That way they can't reach me. And he said, what's the biggest bunch of sign that you or your papa has dug? Any pictures of the sign? Yes, I have a picture somewhere. It was an 8-prong. It was 2 4-prong tops coming out of a holler tree. A rotten holler stump. And it weighed 6 or 7 ounces. I'll have to try to find that picture. What do you eat from the hills beside animals? Laugh out loud, berries, plants, and etc. Mushrooms, when I got somebody that can find them and cook them. And blackberries and raspberries, grapes, apples. What else we got growing up here? Pears, peaches,
pawpaw.
cherries, pawpaws.
Explain to them what a pawpaw is for those who don't know.
For those that don't know what a pawpaw is, it is a fruit that gets about the size of this water bottle, probably about big around as this water bottle, and it's green, and it tastes like a freaking rotten banana. Down at Bella. Tastes like a rotten banana, but they're good when you like them.
You be chilling like a villain, ain't you, Bella?
What, Ford, Chevy, or Toyota? I'm Chevy all the way, but we got a Toyota in the driveway. I didn't buy it though. Papa bought it. I'm Chevy all the way.
I don't care what it is, as long as it gets me from point A to point B.
And how long have you and Lisa been together? Going on 16 years. Okay, this one is definitely for you. What is Elle's favorite hobby?
Crafting.
She is a craftaholic. KY Heel Trapper. Craftaholic for short. And couponer. No, you can't leave out couponing, so it would be between couponing and crafting. Okay, and he asked, when is Lisa going to put out another coupon or food video?
Soon, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully we can get some Canon videos up. What's your all's age, if that's not too personal? I'm 37, and you're 35? You're 35, I think. You ain't 34.
I'm 35.
It's 2 years difference in us, ain't there? And she's 35, I'm 37.
Getting old, ain't we, Bella?
Yep. Who named Bella, and how did you come up with that name? Which one of us did name her?
Me.
How'd you come up with the name?
Off of Bella, Twilight.
Twilight Junkie. Let's see, where did you get Bella from? We got her from a holler breeder is what I'm going to call them, because they wasn't a big name breeder. Any idea why my Shih Tzu is so stubborn? Because Shih Tzus are just stubborn. We had one of them when I was growing up.
Most little breed dogs are stubborn.
I dug around 9 ounces of ginseng today. What would you guess the price is going to be this year? I'm going to say 700, possibly, maybe a little lower though. Well, from what I seen in the magazine I was looking at, you're probably about right. Between 500 and 700 a pound dry for quality thing, it said, is the estimate that they was given. What do you do with the animals you trap? Well, this year I'm probably just going to give them away because fur ain't worth nothing. I've got somebody that's going to buy the pecker bones off of coons because they make West Virginia cute toothpicks out of them. And I got somebody gonna buy all my skulls. But as far as furs, I'll probably just give furs away. Favorite trap for coyote and beaver. I love a Duke number 4 regular jaw. They're square jaw trap, but not an offset for beaver. And for coyote land trapping, I like a Duke number 4 offset. And also I like a Bridger number 4 double lung spring is my favorite traps. You make deer jerky, if so, what season? The jerky that me and Dad made, we just whipped up a concoction and marinated it in it. I think the recipe came with the dehydrator. But we're going to do some deer jerky this year because our fryer oven is a dehydrator, rotisserie, air fryer oven, and regular oven. So we're going to try to do some jerky in it. Where is somewhere you would like to travel the most?
Anywhere out of Buchanan County. Not too picky on that.
No, really, we're not too picky on that. Just anywhere other than where we are. Because as far as we go is from here to the doctor, from doctor to here, and that's about it. What do you watch on YouTube the most? I watch YouTube all the time. I don't have cable. That makes two of us. I don't have cable. Well, we don't have cable. So we watch YouTube and Netflix on the TV.
Netflix series.
And as far as YouTube goes, I watch carp fishing, trapping, hunting, Smoky Mountain, Gatlinburg, and Pigeon Forge videos, and DIY videos, mostly. Mm-hmm. What do you watch on YouTube when you watch it?
I don't know.
You watch Do It on a Dime and
yeah, Do It on a Dime,
crafting videos and stuff.
Super funny videos.
What's your all's favorite music? Mine would probably be country. Would be my favorite, and then my next favorite would be kind of like country rap or whatever you would call it. What's your favorite music?
Country, R&B. Used to be metal, but I don't listen to that much metal anymore.
And KY Hill Trapper 89 said, you don't have to answer all or any of these if you don't want to, but I figured if you didn't get very many, you would have plenty to choose from. The ones I posted. I really like to talk, laugh out loud. I know you're having a hard time right now. If you need help somehow, let me know, and I can see what I can do. I will be praying for you and told Mom to do the same. Thanks for posting videos for everyone to watch.
Who's that from?
KY Hill Trapper 89.
Thank you for the prayers.
Yeah, thank you for the prayers and thank you for watching and commenting.
Yep.
It helps keep me sane making videos and posting stuff on Facebook. Gives me something to do.
It's got a busy, doesn't it?
And Bella keeps me busy. Okay. Will asked, how did y'all meet? Well, I was taking a guy to do a tattoo on her sister's boyfriend. And what is the favorite animal you've raised? Mine would be the pit bull boxer or Zeusy. He was full-blooded pit bull. We had Buddy, which was a pit bull boxer for 13 years. 11 going on 12 years before he died. And Zeus, the pit bull, we had him for, I guess we had him about the same amount of time, didn't we? Mm-hmm. Before he died. Okay. Al's Outdoors said, I hope I can catch it. Lockler said gorgeous putt. Raven Cat said take care, stay safe. And Braden Reed. Pat and Lisa Sneeze said that's a pretty dog. And then, how do you say this? I don't want to butcher that name. Brayden.
Brayden?
RHEA. Braden Rian?
R-H.
EA. I'm sorry, folks, but like I told you in my lives, I butcher people's names.
We're not very good with names, are
It says carpenter hunting.
we?
That is really a tough one right there. Carpenter hunting. Carping, yeah. I'd rather go carp fishing than really know it hunting.
When you don't feel excited about hunting anymore, you know that's when it's time to give it up.
I killed that 113-inch 8-point with a crossbow. Didn't feel nothing. I killed my second biggest buck, was 107/8 with a crossbow, and was let down when we walked up on it. Me and Papa both was. I didn't hunt for 2 years after I killed that one. And I told myself if I was ever let down when I walked up on a deer, I'd quit. So I quit and trapped hard them 2 years, and then I killed my third biggest buck with a crossbow. Lisa was with me when I killed it, and Papa was with me. It was 93 or 94 and something other. And she made me feel bad when I shot it, after I shot it and it ran off with the arrow hanging out of it. She goes, I thought you was going to let me shoot first. That was the year that I decided rages don't belong in cages. They belong in the garbage can.
Yep.
If you put a rage in a cage, you better be praying you're going to find what you shoot.
Well, for us.
Because she shot a doe perfectly, had to be double lung. The broadhead never opened up, and Papa blood trailed it to the main top of our mountain. Couldn't find it. I shot my 8-point, double lung, and got the top of the heart. When I field dressed it, the top of the heart was sliced in half. And got both lungs, and that broadhead didn't open up. And it run, what did we determine, about 200 yards? 150, 200 yards for it died. And then I shot another deer with a Rage Extreme. All these was Rage Extremes. What was the other one I shot? Was it a spike? I can't even remember now. I shot another buck that same week.
What was a spike?
Okay, I shot a spike that week, and we never found it. And it was double lunged, and the arrow never opened up, because when I got the arrow, it was laying on the ground. And the blades never deployed on not a one of the three. And then you shot a coon. You shot a coon with one of them Rage Extremes. And we ended up having to shoot it in the head with a .22 3 times to kill it. I got a picture of it. I actually think I already put it on YouTube. A picture of that big coon with that arrow hanging out of it. But that's why we don't shoot rage. We stick to muzzy. This year we're trying dead meat. Bella's already dead meat. Look at her, folks. But thank you all for asking those questions. This video is 30 minutes long. We appreciate y'all watching. We appreciate all the new subscribers. Appreciate all the comments.
Yep.
Bella Dells is being a turd. Blah, 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 blah.
Bye.
Say bye, Bellas. Better watch. She'll tinkle in your chair like she did the other night. Say bye, Bell. Bye, Bill. Tell the folks bye. She's like, I don't know what's going on here. Mommy's holding me and I can't
She
get
hears
away.
you saying bye because she knows that you
Bye-bye.
say bye, yeah, when you take her.
Watch her, folks.
Watch
She
her.
knows what bye-bye means.
She's like, you're not moving, so we're
She's
not
like,
moving.
where are we going? She's hit my feet like, you ain't moving.
We ain't going bye-bye tonight, though.
You all have a great night, and I hope you all enjoyed the questions.
She's been watching you.
Hit that thumbs up and leave us some comments.